Unlimited water supply, even in dry regions without electricity. Does that promise sound attractive to you? Today, we're diving into a device that made exactly that promise, the Water Sear. Here is a YouTube short which shows you how it works.
As long as it is inserted into the ground, it can extract water even in the desert. This device is called a Water Sear, and its principle is actually quite simple. First, the bottom of the device is buried 1.5 meters underground, and the surrounding area is packed with soil. This allows the underground metal parts to be cooled by the soil. Above the device is a wind turbine, which drives the internal fan blades to rotate continuously under the force of the wind, drawing the ground's hot air into the condenser. The moisture in the air condenses into droplets on the metal walls when cooled, and then flows into the storage tank below to be collected. Drawing water is even simpler. Using a primitive hose and water pump, you can manually extract the water for drinking. Because the underground temperature is always lower than the surface air temperature, the water extraction device can work 24 hours a day. Even in the absence of wind, it can collect at least 30 liters of water a day, and it does not require the installation of any electrical facilities.
This invention was supposed to be a game changer, pulling clean drinking water straight out of thin air without using any electricity. Sounds incredible, right? Well, it turns out that the reality might not be as impressive as we hoped, so let's break it down. The Water Sear was designed to work by blowing air into an underground chamber where the cool earth would condense moisture from the air, producing clean water. The creators claimed it could produce 11 to 14 gallons of water a day, which could be a lifesaver in areas where water is scarce. But here's the catch. It turns out that this device might not be as effective in practice, especially in dry, arid regions where it's needed the most. According to experts, the problem lies in the dew point, the temperature at which water vapor condenses. In many of the regions facing water scarcity, the air is so dry that the dew point is too low for condensation to occur effectively. Simply put, the Water Sear needs the ground to be cooler than the air to work, but in many of these regions, the ground just isn't cold enough. This means the device could only work for about half the day, and even then it might not produce the amount of water that was promised. In more humid areas, Water Sear could have some success, but it still faces challenges. Even where there's plenty of moisture in the air, economic water scarcity can be a big issue. This is where water is available, but the infrastructure to deliver clean water isn't. In places like Mozambique, millions of people lack access to clean water, and Water Sear might help, but the water it collects would still need to be filtered for safety. And while the idea of a device that works without electricity is incredibly appealing, it turns out that to really make Water Sear work in extreme conditions, we might need to add more complexity, like a solar-powered cooling system. This could help the device function better, but it takes away from the simplicity that made it so attractive in the first place. So, what's the takeaway? The Water Sear is a work in progress. It's a reminder that solving complex problems like global water scarcity often requires more than just a simple, elegant solution. But the folks at Vici Labs aren't giving up. They're continuing to refine the design, and who knows, maybe one day this idea could still become the game changer we all hoped it would be. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content.